Hi, you guys. Good morning. Happy Sunday. I am still in my pajamas and trying to wake up. And I had to pop in here and just deliver this, what will be a part one to a word I'm going to try to deliver today. But the Holy Spirit told me I'm going to need the whole 10 minutes to deliver that word. So this part is crucial. And so I'm doing two separate parts to it. So just to be safe, if you think this word is for you, and you probably won't know until you save this to favorites and see the second part, but whatever, you take it back to God. He can minister that to you through the Holy Spirit. But I don't want to take any time when I deliver the word and once I've sat with it to do this part of it. Does that make sense? So I'm going to share that with you in a minute here. But I did not plan on having this prophetic word. I have two prophetic words I still haven't even gotten out, but this one, the way it hit me, and you'll see why, I have a feeling I need to get this out today. So I'm going to do my best to sit with it and get it out to you. But I want to be very careful when I say this. You know that we prophesy in part. You're supposed to take everything back to God, test the Spirit. This will be a part one. This is kind of a setup for what I'm going to be delivering. I'll do a brief summary before I deliver the actual word to connect everybody back to this piece that I'm telling you right now that I'm putting out. That's why I think I'm supposed to get the word out today. That way it's fresh in your spirit and you've saved it and it's there for reference. Okay, that being said, I woke up this morning and something in here already, I'm hearing Holy Spirit say, could already start to hit your spirit, and you'll know, okay, this might be for me, okay? But when we deliver words, it is very crucial that you eat the meat and spit out the bones, meaning not all of the word could be for you. Some of it may be for you. Remember, he doesn't give us a spirit of fear. He gives us a peace that surpasses all understanding. So the way it will resonate with you is most likely how it applies to you. Okay. So I just want to say that because I know the enemy can take prophetic words and there might be part of it that isn't for you, but some part is, and then the enemy will get you all freaked out and it will take you and distract you away from the actual meat, revelation that's for you. I'm just going to leave that. He said, don't break that down anymore. You'll know what that means. So make sure you're applying all the attributes of God to every prophetic word, meaning he doesn't give us a spirit of fear. So, conviction's different, but fear, you need to throw that out. That's not the Lord. Okay. We are to have a fear of the Lord, but not the worldly fear that the world gives us, that the enemy gives us. Does that make sense? We have a reverence fear of the Lord in obedience and wanting to do his will, but not a fear that hits our spirit and throws us into chaos. Okay, sorry. He said for me to include that. I just want to be responsible in my gifts and how I deliver them. So that being said, I woke up this morning. I was trying to just get my smoothie, feed my dogs. You can see I'm like still in my pajamas. But you guys, if you know and you follow me, I'm a widow. My husband Matthew died about 6 years ago, back in 2019. More to my story that will come out when the Lord allows it, through the books I've written and will write. But if you know me, you know that story. That's part of my testimony. A huge part of my testimony is the life and death and sickness of my husband Matthew. Okay, I married my husband Matthew in 2009. Okay, this is just wild, you guys. I always have known that my story is still being written. There's many parts that have already happened and many parts that are still being written. As for you as well, if you're breathing and on this earth, there is parts of your story that are still being written. Okay, God is still speaking. He's not done speaking. I can testify that in a way that I can't give all revelation about now because I don't have it all, but I can tell you 100% that God is not done speaking if you're still alive. Okay, so I came downstairs and let me show you. Let me flip the camera around. Hold on. Okay, so let me set this up, you guys. So this is a room in my house that I never ever use. I don't know if you guys have rooms like that. But so this is a room that I rarely come into. It's just kind of like, it's just me. So I often just come in here, or I don't often come in here, but I come in here to like dust every once in a while. But the Holy Spirit said, come in here. And so he said, I want you to turn around to this end table. And I was like, okay. So I turned around and he said, I want you to open it. And so you guys, I opened it and I found this. This is crazy. Okay. This is the ornament I got from, I forget, I think it was on top of my cake for my husband Matthew and our wedding day. Okay. And this was in 2009. You can see that it says 2009. Okay. I did not even remember having this, y'all. Like, it's very emotional. Um, I'll touch on the many things that the Lord already spoke to me with this, but something in here could already serve as confirmation for something. I assume this is for a kingdom stand, but it may not be. It's however it ministers to you guys, okay? But I found this when he directed me over here to open it, and you could see there's like nothing else in here except like a couple cords. And I have not opened this since I moved into this house. I think maybe I've opened it once, but I certainly didn't see this. So guys, if you can see, there is something across her chest right there. It almost looks like a sash. So we see that sash that's glass right there, right? That's part of the ornament. But there is something right there that is across her chest, all right? I have already looked at what that is, okay? I'm going to deliver that. Oh, weird. Look at her face changing. Is that weird or what? Do you guys see that? I think it's just the reflection, but that's crazy. Did y'all see like her face expression? That was weird. Okay, sorry y'all. I just thought that was weird. Something weird happened to the camera there. Okay, so guys, it does say for the holidays. That might be already for someone. I don't know. Don't jump the gun here. Please don't just assume you want to take this back to God, test the spirit, because this word is not even delivered yet. I'm just telling you the setup of what happened, so I don't have to take this time in the word I delivered later today, hopefully. So you can see there's something across her chest, okay? I've already opened this box and looked at it, and it's pretty wild. But I have got to sit with what the Holy Spirit gave me, okay? So let me just, I'm going to take this out because I'm going to be using it. Okay, so guys, I got to get myself undisheveled. Like I said, I'm still waking up. I have so much to do today, but I know the Lord wants me to deliver this, and this is just it's emotional for me a little because, as you can imagine, this was on top of the cake of my husband, Matthew, and I, and, he's passed away now, and I'm okay. Lots of amazing things have happened to me since then, but this is still, it's amazing when the supreme being of the heaven and earth intercedes in your life for the people, for you all, and for myself, potentially, to use me and the things in life that were some of the hardest to bring joy to others. And I know this is going to be a word that will bless people, because any divine wisdom, you guys, is wonderful, because it guides us. It helps us to steward what he's trying to tell us to not give up on, or to keep processing through and keep purposing through and keep changing and being transformed to become, in order to keep receiving revelation, but also, sorry guys, I'm still getting some revelation here, so I'm trying to keep speaking and also hear what he might be saying to me. So anyways, the Lord, when we walk into our prophetic gifts, it's to bless the brethren, to help them, lead them to more revelation through a relationship. Okay, I hear you, Holy Spirit. He is saying, revelation, ultimately, one of the biggest goals that the Father has is revelation is designed to lead you to relationship. Let me say that again. Revelation is designed to take you and lead you to relationship, Matthew 6:33, with your Father, through the Holy Spirit, by the power of Jesus Christ. Meaning, if you're just living off popcorn approaches to prophetic words, you are destined to have hope deferred. Trust me, I've been there. You want to invest. And guys, even if you feel like you don't have that huge desire, that breaks my heart that somebody wouldn't want to know the Father, the one who saved us. But he will make sure you can't not fall in love with Jesus once you start pursuing him. Like, he's amazing. You'll see how he fulfills all things, okay, in your life. So revelation is designed to lead you to relationship. Okay, that's why he gives it to us in part too, because it keeps us pursuing him. But remember, at some point, we shouldn't be just pursuing him for revelation. We should be pursuing him for him, okay? So that he can be any and all things, because he is the one who never leaves us and forsakes us. I'll pop back in later, guys. I'm going to sit with this word. I hope maybe even something served as confirmation there, but something that you saw. But save it to favorites, because this will be part one, and I'll be popping in throughout the day. But I want to be responsible with this word, because I'm sure it's going to bless a lot of people. But take this back to God already, and of course, when the word is delivered, take all things back to God. Test the spirit, test me, test it all. Make sure it's a word for you and a word for you now. I'll be popping in later, guys.